I'm not saying it's a big deal, just surprised. You never mentioned a girlfriend in all these months.
We've been catching up on the years, talking about what God's been doing. It just never came up.
Seems to me that's something God's been doing in your life. This relationship with, what's her name?
Michelle. And it's not as serious as you're making it out to be.
Shawn, you didn't say she was someone you were dating. You called her your girlfriend.
Why are we still on this? What does it matter?
Like you said, we've been catching up on the years.
Mm-hmm.
I told you all about Vince, how we met.
Mm.
I even told you about the miscarriages.
Mm.
I thought we were friends again. And this whole time, you've got someone special you've never mentioned.
Just stop right there. Listen, if I'm seeing somebody, I don't talk about it. I don't tell anybody about it because it never works out. I keep my personal business to myself.
You used to tell me everything.
Hey, come on, Rick. How long ago was that? Like 20 years? We were kids. And I did, Rick. I told you everything. Where did that get me?
What's that supposed to mean?
Listen, that day I told you we were moving, I told you how I felt about you. I told you you meant more to me than anything. I told you I wanted to stay in touch. I also told you I loved you. You didn't care. You said nothing.
Shawn, we had sex after that. The first and only time. That was nothing to you?
I don't know of any other day that was more special or more painful. You know what it felt like? Like sex was your consolation prize. Like, you know, you're not special enough to me for me to give you my heart or my life, but here, have this on your way out.
How could you even say that?
What else did I have to go on? And you know what? You never even returned my letters. You kind of proved me right.
If that's what you thought, why did you even call me when I reached out through your website?
We're different people now, Rick. I mean, why would I hold on to that?
That day I left your house, I cried the whole way home on the subway. I could not believe you were moving. You were like everything to me. Remember, I used to take the bus to the subway to get to Northeast, something I had never been brave enough to do, just to see you. I couldn't believe that. I probably wouldn't talk to you again, because you know long distance bills were a thing back then. I honestly didn't even know how I would get to sleep at night. When you said you loved me, all I could think about was my dad.
Why?
When he left, he said he loved me, made all these promises, started off strong with calls and letters, and all of it faded. I knew it would fade with you too. I knew that was the end.
Why didn't you just say what you were thinking?
I couldn't say anything, Shawn. My heart was breaking. Sex wasn't a consolation prize. That was me holding on to you. That was me saying I love you.
I knew you could put up walls because of your dad, but I had no idea what was going on that day. My mind went to all the insecurities about us.
I don't know why you focused so much on the so-called differences between us.
So-called? I was embarrassed every time you came over. Your house compared to mine, you were college-bound. Like, I was lucky to even get my GED. I don't even know what you ever saw in me.
Remember how we met, though? My mother would have killed me if she knew I was at that go-go instead of my girl Lisa's house.
Yeah, and you called me a rebel.
When you asked me to dance, I was like, what is up with this guy? You looked sweet and mischievous at the same time. But mostly you were cute, so I said yes.
Yeah, and I was like, who's this skinny girl with all this hair? Listen, I was surprised you could actually dance. But we talked all night long.
About go-go bands and instruments. Of course, you got all off into the percussion, trying to school me like I didn't know anything.
You knew a little something.
I had as much of a passion for music as you did. Okay, maybe not as much. And that's what it was, Shawn. We just connected from the soul. Even with all my walls, you would always find a way to get to me.
Until that wall was me, moving away. Listen, even if I'd stayed, we would have grown apart. I mean, it's just bound to happen.
Hello, no one is available to take your call. Please leave a message after the tone.
Hey, babe, you must have an early meeting tomorrow. Just calling to see how your day went. We got a lot done today, actually. And Shawn stopped by, my old friend I told you about. We ended up going to dinner, but that's about it on this end. Conference kicks off in the morning, so it's going to be crazy, but I will call you when I'm able. Love you.
Over me, you're my perfect peace. You're everything I need. You come and rescue me, lift me with eagle's wings. You keep me. I know you never leave. You watch over me. You're my perfect peace. You're everything I need. You keep me. You come and rescue me. You come and rescue me. Lift me with eagle's wings. Lift me with eagle's wings. Lord, you my everything. You keep me. You keep me. You keep me. I know you never leave. You watch over me. You're my perfect peace.
In the world, nobody aspires to be a kept woman. At least, not in the classic sense. If so, probably wouldn't say it out loud. Definitely wouldn't make it an anthem. But in the kingdom, that's exactly what I want to be. But it's not really about the kept. It's about the one who keeps. It's that he keeps. It's what he does with power. It's who he is. Psalm 121, the Lord is your keeper. The Lord will protect you from all evil. He will keep your soul. He will keep your soul.
I know you never leave. You watch over me. You're my perfect peace. You're everything I need. You keep me. You come and rescue me. You come and rescue me. Lift me with eagle's wings. Lift me with eagle's wings. Lord, you my everything. You keep me.
The Lord is your keeper is a strong promise. Psalm 66, who keeps us in life and does not allow our feet to slip. Psalm 145, the Lord keeps all who love him. Isaiah 26, the steadfast of mind you will keep in perfect peace. John 17, he keeps us from the evil one. Jude, now to him who is able to keep you from stumbling and make you stand in the presence of his glory. But it's not one-sided. The keeping goes both ways. Psalm 37, wait for the Lord and keep his way. Matthew 26, keep watching and praying so you don't enter into temptation. John 14, if anyone loves me, he will keep my word. Colossians 3, keep seeking the things above. Revelation 14. Here is the perseverance of the saints who keep the commandments of God and their faith in Jesus. I'll shout it from the rooftops. I'm a kept woman. Protection, provision, peace, deliverance. He is the God who keeps us. I know you never leave. You watch over me. You're my perfect peace. You're everything I need.